Well, welcome to Walker Farms, and today is one of our normal springtime stormy days. It's just a raining and tornadoes and all the fun stuff that comes with that. But anyways, we're gonna work inside today. So I have a new project coming here. If we can see, our lights are out. We had some major storms, but I do want to start this video and work on this. I have a headlamp so I can work on this in the dark. Anyways, this is our new project. This is a Lincoln 200 SA welder. Oh, my light went out. Now, why did my light go out? Okay, let's try this again. 200 SA, I believe. Well, yeah, supposed to be an SA. Yeah, you can kind of see it there if I get the light just right. It's probably the, oh, there goes my light again. Okay, the oldest one I've seen. And this came from the same place the little John Deere B came from, and this machine probably hasn't ran in between 45 and 50 years, and it's been sitting a long time in a barn. And they were going to scrap it, and I just couldn't bear the thought of it dying and getting turned to scrap metal. So we're going to try to get this thing running. And as you can see, I do apologize. This video's going to be interesting because there's no power, but this thing has sat for a long time. The belt looks like it's about to just fall apart. It's old. That belt's probably been on that thing for 70 years. But this thing, I'm guessing it was probably made in the 40s. And this thing machine is interesting because it never had a electric start. It is a hand start machine, and it never had a starter on it. So this has always been a hand start machine. There's not even a place to put a starter. There's not even a ring gear on this machine. It's got a 4-cylinder Continental gas engine. And there's our spark plugs, and they've been there for a long time. Good old D16s. And yeah, this is it. It's all original. It's really in good shape. I mean, the sheet metal on top is excellent. It's not rusted through, and yeah, it's an interesting machine. We'll put this headlamp on and we'll check the fluids in it. Okay, so it's actually, we can see it, it's got antifreeze in it, which is actually surprising. It has well, shadow is getting this. Yeah, there's antifreeze. And it does have antifreeze in it. So it didn't leak out in the last 50 years. Let's check the oil. See what the oil looks like. Try to get to where I don't have a shadow on this. It's got oil in it. And it's actually, yeah, it's not too low. I don't see any water in it. Looks pretty good, actually. It's a little black, but hey, it's better than milky. There's a data plate there, but I cannot read that plate anymore. Of course, has no fuel in it. Looks like the fuel tank looks like something looks like shellac. We'll look in there and see what it looks like. And I checked it already. Well, I can't even see in there, but it looks pretty nasty. Yeah, there's something in there. It looks like shellac, though. We're gonna have to figure that one out, clean it up. But yeah, it's an interesting machine. I did put new tires on it because we had to roll it. It needed, tires were gone. But yeah, the choke is froze up, and I guess that's well, I don't know what that is. I guess it's part of the little kill switch that runs to the magneto. But yeah, it's got a magneto on it. There's no generator. It's got a little carburetor, same I think that they put on the old Ford tractors, like a 8-ins. So everything's froze up, pretty much. And this is gonna be real fun to take loose. It's got a weird intake. There's no intake filter on this machine. That's interesting. I guess that's normal. Back then they didn't believe in filtration. They just sucked all the dirt out in the carburetor. But yeah, this thing is, so I got it. There's the oil pressure gauge. That's cute. Well, what we're gonna do today, or me, is I gotta try to pull this carburetor off, and I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild it. I got a kit. That thing will not, there's just no way it's gonna run with that carburetor. It's probably got a rat living in there. And actually, this motor is actually free. And it was free when I looked at it. It turns over pretty easy. It's quite amazing. Being in that barn really saved the engine. And then it had a little rain cap on it, so it just didn't get any water in the motor. There's no way, because it was in a good barn, good roof. So that hose looks terrible, but it holds water. It's never leaked out, which is amazing. But let me zoom in here. How bad that looks. It looks like it's like a mouse peed on it for 50 years. And this hose is pretty bad. Intake is nasty. Anyways, we'll see what we can do. Clean this little booger up a little bit, and I'm gonna get these plugs out too. And I popped that wire off of that one. It's corroded. We're gonna get these plugs out, and I'm gonna put some lubricant in those cylinders. It probably needs it after sitting for so long. And we're gonna see what we can do with this machine. I'll get back and see the whole machine. It's a cool little machine. Even has all the leads with it, which is interesting. Okay, well maybe if I get back in a minute, we'll have our lights back on. So I just pulled this air intake hose off. As you can see, yeah, it's dirt. I hated to even turn the motor over. I was soaking that dirt in there, but yeah, them dirt daubers had a party in there, and so it's just full of dirt dauber dirt. Yeah, I think it's pretty nasty. Anyways, I had to show everybody that. We're gonna pull this carburetor off and see what's in it. All right, we got the carburetor off, and my advice is to use heat on everything. Lots of heat. That make your life a lot easier getting these old rusted bolts off. But this was funny. I got the carburetor off, and look, we have it's like a wood bee. He got there and he died. He's probably been there for 50 years, but he was trying to make it his way to those intake valves. So yep, this is a dirty little carburetor. Yeah, it's got, see, get some of this dirt. Yeah, it's nasty. It is nasty. That's why you got to rebuild these things, because yeah, it's got all kinds of nastiness in there. And you know, I don't know what this intake looks like inside, but I'm a little concerned. Don't know what the dirt. I'm gonna try to look up in there. We may have to pull that sucker off, clean it out. We don't want to suck any trash in that motor, but it's had some critters trying to make homes in there. Anyways, well, we'll pull this carburetor off and pull this. We got to pull this magneto cover off also. We got some room to get to it now, and we're gonna see what's inside of it. Okay, so we have got power back on, so we can see a little bit better now. So I took that magneto off, and see if I shine a little light in there. It I don't think it helped too much. It looks pretty good, and I did clean up a few things. The shaft there, the rotor sits on was corroded, so I cleaned it up, and I sanded the points real good. They're on the other side of that. You can see them. There's the points, so they're hard to. They're kind of in a terrible place, but they're back there. And I'm getting fire, and from the magnetos producing power. So I checked that. I might try to do it here. Maybe you can see it. I'll hold this about like that and try to turn it over. Well, I didn't quite do it. Well, I was doing it. Huh. I may have to check that again. Hit power. Anyways, I'll check it again. The cap looks pretty good. I cleaned it up. It's got some corrosion, but I cleaned it up too. And We're gonna try to use everything we've got here and see if it'll work. If not, we might have to buy like a new rotor and points and stuff. But anyway, so we, well, I did check, got the plugs loose, and I'm gonna show you each cylinder. Okay, the first plug, I already took it out, and you can see it's kind of, it's no rust in it, but it's got a lot of carbon on it, maybe a little oil. So this motor might have been burning some oil. So if we can see in this cylinder, I might have to get my light out for this one. Let's see. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Wait, we can probably see in the cylinder. Let's see here if I can get that angled right. There it kind of is. You can kind of see in there. It's hard, I know. Trying to do this all by myself here. It's kind of fun. Well, kind of. There we go. And I don't see any rust in that cylinder. So that's a good thing. Just carbon. So we'll check the other plugs off, out, and see what they look like. So I'll take this plug out. Well, it looks really good actually. No rust on it. It's not, don't look like it's, we don't see any oil on it. It's just normal carbon buildup. Let's check the next one. Yeah, that one looks good too. No rust, just normal carbon buildup. And then the last one, let's see what this looks like. Well, yeah, it's good too. Well, the first plug was a little nasty, but these other ones look great. Huh, that motor may be in decent shape. I'm kind of curious about the other cylinders. I'm sure I can even see into them. Try again. Let's see. And that one there looks really good. I didn't see any rust. This is hard to do with this light. Yep, looks good. I don't see any problems in those. Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, those look good. I'm gonna put new plugs in this. I'm gonna put some oil in there first, actually, and put new plugs in this. And I'm gonna make sure I'm getting fire here before I hook this back up. I don't know what's, I had fire. I don't know what happened to it anyways. Well, I'll check it. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check the oil in this thing. I mean, well, the oil filter. It's got a little canister filter. I'm gonna see what actually kind of filter this thing's got. Who knows? We're gonna see. And this canister's actually, the mounts are broken, so we're gonna have to be careful with it. But I'm gonna get a filter for it. I think it needs it, I'm sure. Let's see what it's got in there. It's a little Fram. That's a cute filter. Look at that. The oil looks pretty good. It's not all chunky or anything, so it doesn't look too bad. But we definitely want to get a filter, so it's like, it's going to be a C3P filter. I'm going to put it back in there. I'll get one. We'll change that. It won't take a few minutes. Make sure I remember to change that seal in there too, that O-ring. Put it back together. I like these old canisters. They're so easy. I think vibration broke that years ago. We're gonna go ahead and change oil in this thing too. I want to see what this oil looks like. I doubt there's any water in it because it was in a shed for 50 years. So it's probably gonna be in pretty good shape. Go ahead and drain it, look at it. We're gonna put fresh
tell a 1540 in there. Oh no, that's going to be right in the center anyway, so just go move this thing around. And there we can see the drain plug. Yep. Just kind of see what oil looks like. Water in it? I doubt it. No, it's probably just going to be black oil. Yeah, it ain't chunky. That's good. It's not good when you drain it and there's chunks coming out. Looks pretty good. It probably holds a lot of oil. That ain't too much oil. It even holds a gallon. Gunk on the drain plug, clean that off. There's no. Oh, that's a screen. Look at that. Got a screen in there. That's interesting. I know they had a pickup screen right there at that plug. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Doesn't look bad at all. Get some fresh oil in this thing and a new filter, and I'll get ready to put that carburetor back on. I'm just about through with the carburetor. And man, get the fuel system cleaned out. It's all plugged up. Off a little bit before I tighten. You won't get it super tight. We don't want to break it, strip it out. That old Dayton wrench, get it real tight. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I get any oil pressure. I'm going to turn this thing over, of course, with no fuel in it. They have no carburetor on it. I'm just going to turn it over by hand. We're going to see if we have any oil pressure. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, a little bit, I think. Well, I think it's going to wear me out. Huh. Yeah, that thing's got a lot of compression actually. Surprisingly, I don't think I want to do that. We're just going to hope it gets oil pressure when it cranks. So we'll try that later. So we're going to see if we can't get this thing loose. That'll be fun. Pliers. Get it loose and cleaned out. Get the fuel. We need to get some fuel in it to get it to run. Or put the carburetor on it, I guess. See if we can get the fuel bowl off. It actually turns a lot easier than I expected. I expected it to be very difficult. I don't know what's going to come out of here. Catch that thing. tight. Oh, it actually works. Yeah, it's not terrible, but not as bad as the John Deere B we worked on, but it's got some sludge. I know it's plugged up, probably. Some corrosion there. I'll turn my light on so I can see it better. There's the screen. This thing will turn. I think it's off. I think it's off. Well, it looks like it's off. I'm always afraid I'm gonna break these, but I don't know what else to really do. So we get, well, that's so close. I don't think we can get on that. Get a little wrench on that. But we can gently open it up. Ooh, that's kind of nasty. Huh. Try to help this out as much as we can. I'm going to get the screen out anyway, so. Yeah, it's probably going to come apart. Yeah, it's rotted anyway. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Long time since it's had any fuel in there. Come through right here. Normally the fuel. I'm just gonna clean this little booger up. I may try to turn that with something. Leave some pressure off. Probably gonna be 3/8. No, so that's 3/8. It's a 7/16. Yeah, oh, there it goes. I should help it a little bit. Turn. Maybe not. It's just got so much gunk in there. Years of just sitting. I think that's a 3/8. Inside here. No, actually, I don't know what that is. It's a metric. And it shouldn't be, I wouldn't think. I actually put some fuel in the tank to kind of rinse it out. So I do expect some fuel to probably come out if we can get this thing off. I mean, it doesn't screw the whole thing, because it's pretty, if it'll come loose, it's pretty tight. Let me rethink this. This may be fun. I was hoping I could get this out without having to take this out, because this could break. I may have to do that, so, or take it out. Let me figure that out. don't know what to do with that. There was something like that. Caramelized gasoline, I guess. That is.
Okay, we are going to look at this carburetor. And we pretty much, I went through it, and I actually I gotta put the tag back on it. Forgot, but well, it's a piece I broke off. I did clean the fuel bowl up, and I ended up breaking the cutoff valve off, but you know, it was stuck, but we can still use it. Anyways, let's put this tag back on this carburetor. I just put a carburetor kit in there. I took it apart and cleaned it up, and it should be, it'll work. I did break off by accident the emulsion tube, but it was seized in there. I'm not sure I'm gonna put that tag. I may stick that tag. I want somebody to be able to know what kit to buy in the future. I may stick it right here. They can see it then. I'm gonna put this carburetor back on this machine. We never could get the fuel tank. It's full of, looks like shellac or something. I mean, it's terrible. I've never seen one so bad. It's like they filled up with gas 50 years ago, and it's set for 50 years, and it just looks like a gel in that tank. So we're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna clean that out. I'm not sure what to even use to dissolve that stuff. I've never seen it so bad, but so I gotta figure that out. Okay. I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on these fittings on this carburetor and the fuel bowl, and we're probably just gonna put some fuel in the carburetor itself and just see if we can get it to pop off. So I'll get this put back on the welding machine, and we'll see what happens. Yep, no good spark. Getting good spark. So
I don't think that's the problem. Oh yeah, we're getting good spark. All right, that's good. We're getting good sparks these. I just hope they had the plugs on there right. I don't even know. That's a good question. I guess it's just the plugs right. No. Oh, that's good. Yes. Try a few more times. We got sparks. That was a fire that time. Definitely heard that thing. Sorry, I forgot to zoom back out. I heard that thing try to crank. Okay, let's see. It's maybe getting ready. Oh, definitely didn't smoke that time. Want to. I wonder if she's going to need more water, maybe. Not kidding. Just opened it enough. Do some rigging here. A bit of choke, throttle. Let's see. So for everybody who's watching, I did put gas in the carburetor, so you've got fuel in there. Oh. I'll spray a little bit. I'm trying to pick it up, make sure it's picking up. Well, I'm gonna check the few things that this don't work. Okay, let me check a few things. Okay, I was told by a nice man on Facebook that apparently I can use 2 batteries and wire it to 24 volts, and it will turn that armature over on that old generator, well, the Welder machine, and crank that engine like a starter. And that's what he says, the trick they used for old hand crank welders, that's hard to crank. Or somebody like me who's afraid to put too much into it because I don't want to break an arm. We're gonna see if it works. We got it hooked up. We got the positive on the generator hooked up to the negative on this battery, and then positive this battery, negative to this battery, and positive on this battery to the neutral generator from ground. Let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, we're going to try that again. I'm going to get safety glasses on. Oh, in case something blows up, so yeah. I guess this wasn't on there yet. Let's try that again. It's supposed to work. It either will or it won't. Let's see. Here we go again. on that booger. It sounds pretty good. It ain't even smoking, is it? Pretty good. I'm going to kill it. See if this thing still works or not. It works. Yeah. Well, shit's a success. It runs. I couldn't get to every weld, but I know the armature's good because they cranked it with armature. So it must be something not quite right. So we'll have to figure that one out, but it stinks. I'm gonna get out of here. Too much fumes. You just shouldn't want to do this in an enclosed building. But I guess long story short, the machine runs after sitting for probably 40 years. Runs pretty good. Yeah, got good oil pressure, or good enough. I'm gonna get further back, it stinks. Anyway, so I'm gonna conclude this video of the Lincoln Welder. Will it run after 40 years being in a barn? And it did. See you next time.